Eyes. I have many eyes. The default ones I do have stare and look at the world in a wary fashion. For these eyes have seen many wonderful things. Pristine waters across this beautiful world, golden sunsets, purple skies, tall trees, flowers in a vibrant array of colors. Even the stopping of time, one summer eve on the Amalfi. But I have witnessed things too as the result of atrocities thus. The museum of a girl who died, famous for her diary during mass genocide. Her home where she hid turned into a museum, a memento of the past, with a pile of old, worn-out shoes taken from the camp, the murdered people of all ages, shoes of all sizes. A mountain of them, from floor, stacked to ceiling. Gravesites, mass cemeteries, with rows and columns of tombstones white, only innocent in death. The grass marked by crosses and stars, for the poor delegated people whom have died over the course of 6 years, in time, in conflict, the blink of an eye to a god. I have eyes of joy and mirth, of laughter and humor, where they crinkle up in amusement, just like how I would glance in the rearview mirror at my father's eyes, at his own amusement, riding in the car with him, listening to NPR on Sundays. I have eyes of regret, sorrow, sadness, welling up with tears from years of suffering, pain and trauma from many instances of hurting, from many times of being hurt by others. Eyes of profound loneliness, where sometimes the silence of my small house is perhaps then the loudest. The hum of my laptop, like the buzz of static from a radio, or the low vibrating frequency from my old speaker stereo system, before placing a new vinyl record on the turntable. I have eyes of anger, of wrath, of injustice, of indignant fury. One adversary once told people that my eyes are soulless, that my black eyes with no irises, due to my Asian heritage, are monstrous, filled with hate. But these eyes only narrow out of a wish for things to be better, out of a wish to not be bitter, for a chance to be so heard, for a life of freedom, just like a bird. A chip off the old block, one might say. For my father's eyes look the same, always stern and serious as its default, like the eyes of his late father before him. I wonder, then, how deep and hereditary this visage goes, how unyielding this gaze has been for centuries past. The eyes I do like, however, are the eyes that take over when I focus. When I am reading or playing games, when I am in the mood to learn, the need to stimulate via gathering information. And it's with these eyes I feel most confident. I'm able to use my peripheral vision and have learned to barely blink in this focus. It is then that I barely have any blind spots and notice things around me that most would not. This comes at a price, however, as the need to stimulate such urges to learn, to self-educate, exposes me to terrors sometimes. To the harsh reality of this world, It is then that through my eyes I am filled with a madness that comes from studious obsession. But I have many eyes and many things to see, films to watch and books to read, many countries and birds and bees. I remain glad that I am blessed with such sight, though I wish I could see in the dark to see this world during the night.